Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And boy, oh boy, we have another interesting episode here for you guys today. So you definitely want to stick around for this one, so make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, as all of you are aware, the biggest news out of the NBA since the NBA Finals has been the news of Kevin Durant requesting to be traded from the Brooklyn Nets. That one single bit of news has totally dominated the sports airwaves. And because of the magnitude of player that Kevin Durant is, it has created so many subplots around that one decision or request, if you want to call it that. It has brought up so many various trade scenarios with teams like the Miami Heat, the Phoenix Suns. You've even heard the Golden State Warriors. You've heard other players get thrown around in this whirlwind of Kevin Durant, like Russell Westbrook to the Nets. You have Kyrie Irving to the Lakers. You have all of these different subplots surrounding this one bit of information, which was basically when Kevin Durant said, listen, I want out after signing a 4-year, $195 million contract extension with the Brooklyn Nets. Right now, it is KD hysteria. That's pretty much what it's been since then. Since the news came out. But in the midst of all of this, we have forgotten about one important group in the NBA. And that group is the team owners. We've forgotten about them. We seldom discuss NBA team owners. No one has spent pretty much any time talking about them until yesterday, when I heard Shannon Sharpe on Undisputed with the segment with Skip Bayless, where he sent NBA players a very, very serious warning of dark days that are potentially coming. But before we get into that, this video is brought to you by Aura, the official sponsor of this video and the official sponsor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards, only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So for those of you who missed the comments that Shannon Sharpe had to make, the warning that he sent to NBA players, take a listen to that, and then we're going to come back and react to it. Take a listen to that.
Boston, give us Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. We'll give you Kevin Durant. What?
It would require something on that order.
Anybody give you their two best players and 4 first rounders? So now, all of a sudden, let's just say for the sake of argument, some team were to do that. And then Kevin Durant, him being unhappy and because Kevin Durant got moods also. He has these incredible mood swings also. And says, guess what, in a year or 2 years, man,
okay.
He wants to make another business decision. Now what am I supposed to do, Skip? I've mortgaged the future, and I've given up my 2 young players. One's 25, the other's 24. Now what do I do?
So if, in fact, there is a groundswell of owners throughout this league trying to take the league back,
they're going to get it back.
Then the point is that Joe Tsai in Brooklyn is going to sit back and say, I'll placate. I'll do my quote unquote best to trade Kevin Durant. But in the end, I'm going to say, Kevin, I got you for 4 more years and you're going to have to play here. And I honored my side of this. I need you to honor your side of this.
The NBA owners need to take a page out the NFL owners book.
Yes, correct.
Them, hey, you do whatever you want to, but them 32, they're gonna band together. There might be 5 or 6 of them that don't really like each other, but when it comes to somebody trying to attack them from the outside, they're gonna link up. Now they're gonna take this power back from the players. Now you best believe, Skip, there are other owners on the phone. Joe, we really appreciate if you were the whole firm, because this would go a long way in us pulling back power from these players.
I agree.
Because right now, they have all the control. They sign a contract and they don't play 1 year on the new contract and they want out. Or they play 1 year on the contract and they say, well, give me this or I want out. We need to take this back.
So you heard what Shannon basically had to say. Let me say this. Shannon Sharpe isn't the first person that issued this warning. He's not, or a similar warning. A few months ago, we produced a video that was basically reacting to some comments that Stephen A. Smith made on ESPN First Take, where he basically told the viewing public and the players that may have been watching at the time that NBA owners are coming. And the specific situations he was referring to at that time, or referencing, was the Kyrie Irving situation with the Brooklyn Nets and the Ben Simmons situation with the Philadelphia 76ers. He was basically saying that owners were basically sitting back and taking notes and salivating for the next CBA negotiations to begin, because they were definitely going to stick it to NBA players. So Stephen A. Smith actually issued this warning months ago. But yesterday, Shannon Sharpe was the first person I heard talk about it really since then in a serious way. And I think the points that he brought up were perfect. I think he made some very sound points. And I think that the next CBA is right around the corner. And I think that the owners are definitely going to want to get some of the power back. I don't think we're going to see a situation like what we see in the NFL with the relationship between the NFL owners and the players. I don't think it's going to get to that level, because the NBA is a players league, right? And the players union is quite powerful. But I definitely believe that there are going to be some serious changes in the next CBA negotiation. I don't think the NBA team owners are going to stand pat. And I think he does bring up a point when he says that, listen, a lot of owners are basically looking at the situation with Joe Tsai and the Brooklyn Nets and basically saying, listen, we support you in silence. Like, hold on, right? I do believe that this is a scenario that exists just like that. And I do believe the point that he said that when they may have disagreements internally, but when they feel like they're being attacked from the outside, they can definitely band together and really try to push back on external forces. I totally believe that. And it's totally understandable. The same way with family. You can quarrel with your family, your brother's your sister, but the moment somebody outside your family wants to say something about them, all of a sudden you guys band together and it's like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on? It's like, I can talk about my wife, I can complain about my wife, but you better not do it. Similar situation there, right? Maybe not as extreme, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So really, the real questions then become this. Did the players, if we see some drastic changes, did the players bring this on themselves? Does comments like the ones Draymond Green made when he said about when he basically said that players are now individual businesses, does that come back and hurt them when owners are listening to that, because they're like, really, you're an independent business? I thought you were under contract with me. When did that happen, right? So I mean, am I not one of your priorities given the fact that I'm paying your salary or whatever? So do comments like that, do you think they're going to come back and come back to bite the players in the butt? That's one thing. That's another question. And really, I think we're getting ready to see a war between basically the billionaires and the millionaires. I think it's going to be a very interesting CBA, and I really can't wait to see how it turns out. But I do think that the warning that Shannon Sharpe sent out was poignant, and I think it should be taken very seriously. And I think it was very insightful. So these are my thoughts and opinions on that. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.